Ninjas in the stealth genre are like PB&J sandwiches. Even with stale bread, it's usually a mix powerful enough to overcome any unpleasantness, though Aragami 2 is the exception that proves that rule. This sleuthy third-person adventure is a delight when you're exploring its brilliant serpentine levels or disposing of evildoers with some creative supernatural powers, both of which are even more fun while hip-tossing your way through the campaign in co-op with a buddy. Even so, a lackluster story, painfully repetitive missions, and one too many bugs keep Aragami 2 from being a tale worthy of legend. Set in an entrancing, war-torn feudal land known as Rashomon, Aragami 2 puts you into a stoic hero's spiffy tabby boots as they try to save the Kurotsaba clan from a miasma of death and disease. It sows compelling seeds involving themes of spiritualism, but the story never blooms into anything meaningful in the 15-hour-long campaign. It's all just shallow set dressing. That doesn't slow Aragami 2 down, as prowling around enemy encampments is fun early on. I find the best way to approach levels is to opt for whatever route allows for maximum sneakiness. If an assassination target is on a building's second floor, climbing up its siding to dip in through a window for a silent takedown will minimize unnecessary encounters. Or, if a situation calls for knocking out several guards, slinking behind them one at a time via back alleyways is an excellent way to ensure you're not overwhelmed. The labyrinthine quality of Aragami 2's levels encourages crafty, meticulous strategies that are a blast to plan and execute. That fabulous self-expression only amplifies once shadow skills come into the fold. My favorite is Dark Flame, a skill that, on command, will turn lampposts into explosive clouds of sleep-inducing gas. It comes in handy when there's a posse of bad guys hanging around a choke point, and individually taking them down is nearly out of the question. If you're lucky though, there'll be a lamppost close by that's eager to send them off counting sheep. Of course, plans can go awry and devolve into duels that are about as enjoyable as pushing a wheelbarrow of rocks through knee-deep mud. Combat in Aragami 2 is bizarrely swampy, where the timing of both hits and misses feels off. I'm confident the parry maneuver is to blame, as it often, well, doesn't actually parry incoming sword swipes. Frustration sets in quickly when parrying fails, and then the enemies wail on your defenseless carcass. Considering Guy with Sword is the only enemy type you'll encounter for the vast, overwhelming majority of playtime, you'll likely grow tired of fights regardless of the outcome. Sadly, Aragami 2's excruciatingly slow missions don't help either, as they return to earlier levels ad nauseum, upwards of 5 times in the most egregious instances. Sure, you might go from gathering intel to rescuing prisoners, but visiting a stone quarry for the umpteenth time is aggravating beyond belief. Virtually every objective is either a boring fetch quest or assassination contracts with no substance too. It feels like developer Linceworks wanted to draw out the campaign to reach an arbitrary hour count, but Aragami 2 would be better off if half its missions were cut. Having buddies by your side goes a long way in alleviating Aragami 2's tedious sections. My friend and I got a kick out of coming up with the best means to take out multiple targets at once together. If 2 guards split off from each other, I'd strangle whoever veered left while the fool that went right got blitzed by my friend. Synchronization came so naturally that it wasn't long before all it took was a quick countdown before attacking. However, not even co-op can save Aragami 2 from its disastrous glitches, ranging from harmless, chuckle-worthy stuff like guards partaking in Ring Around the Rosie, to inexcusable, game-breaking glitches where you clip out of a level and have to restart the whole mission to progress. Bugs aren't frequent, as I only encountered a handful, but the effects are severe when they do crop up. For example, during co-op, we couldn't complete a mission because the resources we had to gather were missing the pick up button prompt, forcing us to hard restart. When a game is already trying your patience, that kind of thing can just push you over the edge. For everything Aragami 2 gets right about being a sneaky ninja assassin, several tragic missteps rear their ugly heads to thwart any fun before long. Levels are lovely to sneak about in initially, especially with good company, but returning to the same ones repeatedly for a needlessly drawn-out campaign gets old, especially when the story falls flat. Add some aggravating melee brawls complete with often devastating bugs to the mix, and you've got proof that even ninjas can't carry everything. I desperately wanted to love Aragami 2, but in the end, all it left was a nasty taste in my mouth. For more ninja action, check out our reviews of Naraka Blade Point and the Ghosts of Tsushima Iki Island DLC, and for everything else, stick with IGN.